Holly McKhann, local Orange County realtor, coming to you today with the latest OC housing report. And this one, it just gets me so much when we see national headlines about, is the housing market going to crash? How's inflation and unaffordability impacting the housing market? We're going to see prices come down. I don't think it is. And I follow this amazing economist, Stephen Thomas. I subscribe and pay for his local housing report because he is so brilliant and he brings the statistics and the economics of what's going on in the market to us and breaks it down in understandable reports, which, by the way, you can get the report, the full report, at the link below with all the charts and graphs. And make sure you subscribe for more great real estate videos. So let's get to it. So the title of his report is Values Rising, and he has hot air balloons going up. And this is where he says, despite the high mortgage rate environment eroding home affordability, home values in Orange County have been on the rise after bottoming in December. Everything is showing that the market is going up. I see it too. It's so frustrating for buyers. I know when they get outbid, they're still bidding wars, especially on homes under like $1.5 million, and the prices are not coming down. So he says the catastrophically low supply of available homes will continue to propel a rise in home values. Think about it. When there's bidding wars and lots of people that want the same house, what happens? The price goes up. We're not seeing big price drops or price decreases. He says plenty of housing naysayers have been calling for a severe market correction ever since home values skyrocketed higher after the initial COVID lockdowns from June 2020 through May 2022. 2 years of rapid appreciation. Then, with mortgage rates climbing sharply from 3.25% in January of last year to 7.37% in October, the naysayers' chorus grew much louder. Many anticipated a sharp decline in home values that rivaled the Great Recession. They can get quite emotional about their position. On the face of it, experiencing a swift rise in home values reminiscent of 2000 to 2005, and then the massive erosion in home affordability last year, it's understandable that some would conclude that prices would fall. And they did for 7 months last year, but that all changed after they bottomed out in December. It is time to push emotions aside and consider the facts, basic economic principles, and irrefutable data. According to the Freddie Mac Home Price Index, home values in the LA and Orange County region dropped by only 0.01% in March and April of 2020 during the initial COVID lockdown. Then they reversed course and rose consistently for the remainder of 2020. In 2021, home values rose by 2% or more monthly from March through June. This level had only been achieved since the turn of the century in April and May of 2002. April and July 2003, from February through May 2004, March through May 2005, and March through May 2013. Only 15 months out of 243 months before the pandemic. It occurred again in March 2022, 5 times in total in just 2 years. Values peaked in May 2022, then dropped from June to December, with rapidly rising rates and affordability reaching record lows. They fell by 1% or more in July, August, and November. This level had only been reached since the turn of the century from July 2007 through February 2009, 20 months straight. Year over year, home values are down 4%. But the focus should be on the current monthly trend. Home values turned positive in January and have continued rising ever since. They are not increasing at the torrid pace of 2020 through the first several months of 2022, but the trend is up. Why are home prices not plunging with mortgage rates high and severe affordability issues? It all boils down to a catastrophically low supply of available homes. Last year, values dropped even though the inventory was at low levels. It rose from 1,100 homes in January until it peaked at the start of August at 4,069 homes, a 269% rise. Yet, the 3-year average peak before COVID was 6,958, an extra 2,889 homes. There were not many homes last year. Nonetheless, values dropped as affordability continued to erode with rising rates. It was not a supply and demand issue, but strictly a home affordability issue. Demand was substantially impacted, reaching lows last seen during the Great Recession. But back then, there was a glut of homes available to purchase, over 4 times the 2022 levels. Weak demand was matched up against an overabundant supply, and as a result, values plunged for nearly 2 years. In 2023, the year started with 2,530 homes. Only 2022's start was lower. The inventory bottomed in April at 2,053 and has added only 228 homes since, currently sitting at 2,281, its lowest end of June level since tracking began in 2004. Last year at this time, there were 3,491 homes, 53% more, or an extra 1,210 available homes. The 3-year average before COVID was 6,633, an additional 4,352 homes, or 191% higher than today. While demand remains at Great Recession levels, unlike last year, it is matched against a catastrophically low supply. Today's lack of supply and stabilized higher mortgage rate environment has resulted in an extremely hot real estate market that favors sellers in the negotiation process. For all homes priced below $1.5 million, the market is nuts, all caps, bold, with an expected market time of less than 40 days. Homes priced or at or near the fair market value are being inundated with buyer showings and receiving an avalanche of multiple offers within the first couple of weeks and often days. They're selling at or above their asking prices. Upon writing an offer, buyers quickly find that they are one of many, sometimes over 10 offers on a home. The inventory is about to hit its cyclical peak between July and August. Not much time for the inventory to grow. After reaching a peak, the inventory will slowly and methodically decline through the end of the year. As a result, the pressure and trend for home values to rise on a monthly basis will continue at a slow pace. Orange County home values are on the rise. Let me just tell you, I see this in person and I hear the stories with my realtor friends, and I just see all the activity going. I do open houses every week and are showing homes every week, and I'm experiencing this firsthand. It's true, it's happening. The main message here is if you are waiting for a decline in prices, it's not gonna happen. Don't sit on the sidelines, don't miss out. If you're a home buyer, take action, get in the game, and get your offer in on the house that you like. And getting a contingent offer accepted is difficult, if not impossible, but it's not impossible. I've done it myself a couple times this year. So it's more important than ever to have a fantastic, experienced realtor that's active in the market, that knows what's going on, that can fight for you and represent you in the best way possible. So keep that in mind if you're jumping in the game. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.